I want to demonstrate to you how to wash the Hano Health Guard, also known as the Hano Face Mask. And I'll take you through the process, which is not actually a very long time, but which you should follow to ensure that you can use and reuse your mask for as many times as possible. So first of all, ensure that you have these. We have very few things that you need. You require the trough for washing. You have to have your either your washing detergent or the Hano Academy bar soap or just any other type of bar soap. And then you should also have your water here. So I'm going to take you through step by step the whole process of how to wash these masks. First of all, I want to remind you that at Hano Academy, we are producing two different types of masks, and this one depends on the preference of the buyer or preference of the person who wants to use it. So the first type of masks, as you are going to see, I'm going to open it so that you can see it. It's still fresh, still packed, fully packed. So I open the package and you can see this one is a brand new. It's a brand new mask. So this one is a mask that has a full filter. So the filter is from end to end. So we have clients or other people who prefer using these filters that are from end to end. So these ones, the filter is fully fixed inside and you cannot tamper with it. And like we said, the filters are very important. They enhance your breathability and they also help in trapping some of the germs and avoiding contamination. So the second type of filter that we have is the one where we are having a half. Sorry, let me just put it here. The one that we are having a half filter. Like you can see, there are some people prefer having half filters so that they can switch and change and put it at positions that are quite convenient for their breathing. So you can see this one is having a half filter. But all of them are serving the purpose and all of them are recommended for your safety and to avoid the spread of the pathogens. So I'll start with the first process. First process is putting water on the trough, as much as enough water as you need. Okay. Remember that I said that in the beginning that you can either use the bar soap. Here we're having the Hano bar soap, as you can see, or you can use the detergent. So for this experiment, I'm going to use my detergent to show you how to wash the two types of masks. And I'll start with the long, the one that has a full filter. As you can see, the filter is full. I cannot even tamper with it, I cannot touch it. Remember that I'm using this as an experiment because this was a new, and that's why you can see I'm touching them. And even after you have used it, the filter will still remain there in the same position. So I have to to mix water with my soap, my washing detergent, just a little, depending on the number of masks that you want to wash. So if you are washing one mask or two masks like the ones you're doing in experiment, just a small portion is enough. So I add in the detergent and then I mix it thoroughly until it creates some lather and until it gets some foam. This one is going to help us in removing any stains that are there, moving all the pathogens and killing all the germs. So after I've seriously, you can see already my water has formed. So for some foam, it's already lathering, so some enough lather. Okay. With this lather, then I can put in my mask and give it, continue mixing so that the soap, or rather the washing detergent, can start reacting and breaking down the particles which could be carrying the germs and other pathogens. Remember that COVID-19 is only killed by the soap. So even by doing this already, if there is any virus, any pathogen, it's already going away. So after I've mixed for some time now, you take it out and you start washing gently. Just wash gently, be careful of these edges. Wash gently. It won't take a lot of time. It doesn't require a lot of energy. So just wash gently. Wash gently. Mix with soap thoroughly. Wash it again. Wash it again. If there are any stains, concentrate on those areas that have stains so that you are washing them thoroughly and removing all the stains. So the process continues just like the way you use for washing your clothes and your hankies. So you wash it very well. So I believe that mine is already clean now. Mine is already clean now. So I can give it like 2 or 3 seconds again for maybe the lather to continue reacting on it if there's any other dirt remaining. And then I do the last squeezing, the last rubbing, so that in case there's anything that's remaining, I'm very sure that it's already gone. Now be very sure, be very careful when you are washing. You should also be careful of these straps, because you know when you are wearing, the straps are the one that you touch most to put on and to put off. So ensure that you are also concentrating on the straps, so that if there's anything that is stuck on them, it disappears, or rather it's taken away by the soap. Okay, so I believe that now up to this time, now my mask with the full filter is already clean, and now it's just awaiting to be rinsed. As you can see, my filter is still intact. We cannot remove it because it's fixed. It's still intact. Nothing has happened to it. And please, when you are washing here, after washing, you know that there's this reaction on the soap and so on. When it's still wet like this, don't prick or don't keep on pulling it out. The mask, don't keep on pulling out the mask. Once you've cleaned it, just let it to dry first. We shall show you once it's dried, it shall have to go back to its original hard position. When you are washing, it turns to soft. Like now it's soft. But after you have dried it up very well, it will go back to the way it was originally, as hard as new. So this one is the long one, and I want to demonstrate the short one, how to wash with the short one, and then from there we are going to rinse both of them and show you the results. Next one is our face mask having the shorter filter. Just like we said, you can see this is the shorter filter one. Yeah, if you feel the texture is still hard. And like I said, this filter plays a very important role because it's the one that helps us to breathe easily, and it also helps us to trap the dirt around the pathogens. Now the shorter filter are for those people who want to change its positioning. The people would like it to go up when they're wearing, others would like it to go the other sideways and so on. So people have got different preferences. We have those who like the long filter, those who like the shorter filter. So I'm going to demonstrate to you again how to wash the face mask with the shorter filter, and after that we shall rinse both of them together, and we shall show you the results even after it has dried. Now already you still have your water, and we've already mixed with the soap. Yeah, so it's already lathering. So just like we did the other process, you put in your short filter mask, let it react with the washing detergent. This small time that I'm giving you, even if you know how to wash, you understand that when the lather is reacting with the material, it's breaking down all the dirty particles, and therefore it will be so easy for you to just wash them off. So don't just put in and start washing on the spot. By giving it some time, you're giving the soap to also react with the detergent, the material, and break down the dirt. So now, I believe now it's ready for washing. Just like I said, now you start with the edges. Ensure that you give it a thorough touch, and you squeeze it thoroughly. Wash gently as you can. Yeah, as gently as possible. Like I said already, the soap is the one that we are using to kill any pathogen if available. It's the one that we are using to eradicate all types of stains that might be there, because normally we keep on breathing, we keep on working, and we might end up staining our face masks. And any face mask that has been stained will be counterproductive. It won't help you to fight anything. So ensure that you keep your masks clean at all the time. Okay, so I've already squeezed mine thoroughly, as you have seen. Okay, and I believe that already all the dirt has been broken. So I want to show you the filter. Even after washing, although it's changeable, but even after washing, as you can see, the filter is still in its original shape. It's only soft because of the reaction of the water and the detergent. And I advise you that when you're washing at this time, please don't interfere with it. Don't keep on pulling it or other scrubbing it or whatever. It's already clean. It's the first thing that gets cleaned just by the time you immerse in the water. The soap reacts with the filter first of all, and it clears all the dirt. So as you can see, it's already very, very clean, and it's already intact. Now the difference with the full and the short is that with the short you can move the mask up and down, but the full one, the mask is just fixed. However, they all serve the same purpose equally, and it only depends with the preference of the user, whether he wants to choose the long one or the short one, but you are producing all of them. So after you have squeezed thoroughly, you're going to put it in water again for some time and ensure that you are maintaining the straight shape. Yeah, you know, those pleats should be there to help you even after. So I've already washed my mask, as you can see, and I always advise you that when handling the mask all the time, use these straps. Use these straps. Avoid touching on the mask itself, because our hands might easily touch on a contaminated place, and when you touch on the mask, you're already transferring the virus or the contamination onto the mask. But instead, use the straps. And that's why I stress that when you are washing, you should also take care of the straps. Don't just concentrate on the mask only and forget these straps, because they're the ones that you always get into contact with. So I've already washed my two masks. The last step is just rinsing, which I want to show you how to do it. We shall rinse, and already this soap, the detergent itself, is both disinfecting and also a cleaning agent. So as we are washing it, it's disinfecting them, and also it is breaking down all the dirt particles and making the masks very, very safe for your use. So I'll have to discard this water and then put on some fresh water. So we've now already finished washing the masks. And we now want to rinse them. You see, they are still soapy. Yeah, it's still soapy everywhere. There's still foam and lather on them. So we want to rinse them. And as you see, my water is very, very clean. Ensure that you use very clean water. And I always advise that you use a lot of water, because it can easily break them. So we put them both into the water again. Remember that this one is the one with the full filter. This one is the one with the half filter. Same process. So you put it in the water again, and now you are rinsing them. You rinse each and every mask individually. Like I said, you should be so gentle. You rinse each and every mask individually. Ensure that all the soap is gone. That's why we use a lot of water. If you use a lot of water, you won't be required to wash each and every time. You just wash once. The way I've just rinsed mine here. You can look at it. Now after rinsing, avoid touching on it. Just the way it is, as it's still dripping. Yeah, this is the first mask. You come and hang it separately on your dryer. Like you see, this is what I washed yesterday. I'll show you something. Wait first. So you come and finish rinsing the other half mask with the half filter again. Sure that you rinse it thoroughly. Now after rinsing again, like I said, you don't touch on the surface, just touch on the strap. The way I'm holding it this way, and then come and hang it here, for example, and let it drip and then dry. So the last step is now just waiting for it to dry, and then you come and reuse it again. So this is what I washed yesterday. That's what I said that, let me show you my filter. My filter, this was a half filter I washed yesterday. And like, as you can see, the filter is now dry and back to its original position. Let me get this one out because it's already dry, but avoid touching it. I'm just touching it for experimental purposes, but avoid touching it because your hands might be contaminated. So avoid removing it out again because you might end up contaminating it further. So when you look at this filter, it's back in its original position. It's not torn in any way, and neither is it affected. The texture is back the original texture. So the only care you have to do is that after you have rinsed, you avoid touching it so that it remains in its original shape. Because if you keep on touching it and maybe squeezing so much, you might end up distorting its original shape. So now this is the mask that I washed yesterday, and then I just hung it here to dry, and it's already dry, and it's already is very much ready for use. Very clean. Look at the straps. It looks as clean as new, but it's a recycled one. It's a used one. If you know it's a used one, you can see the way even the pleats are changing. Okay, so you can also give it an extra change. An extra care by also ironing it with a hot iron. If you have your iron in the house, you can give it an extra change by ironing it so that you can maintain those pleats. And that is it. Our masks are clean. We can use them as many times as possible, and we are safe and free from spreading or rather contacting the pathogens that are causing diseases and those that are causing COVID-19. Thank you so much.